Hey, Cop Kuba fans, so this is it. I'm done with the loadout videos after this. I'm going to walk through a few things that I'm concerned about. But I'm also just going to do a final loadout video and discuss some concerns that I have. So, Granite Gear 60 bag, Nala Fume pack liner. On the side here, I cut down my sleeping pad from like, I don't know, 12 to 8 folds. My sleeping bag, again, I spent like $300 or $400, not $600 or $700. So this is like closer to 3 pounds instead of 2 pounds. It's going in first. Let me loosen these side straps. Thermarest inflatable pad. So here's my 2 pairs of extra socks, sleeping beanie, 250 merino wool, and a fleece top for sleeping. Probably could reduce some weight here, but I'm going with it. Bag liner, I'm sticking with it. Inflatable pillow. Sleeping undies for the warmer weather, and an extra pair of shorts for laundry day or whatever. And I'm gonna wrap that up. So I'm concerned with my flight. One of the issues I'm worried about is I decide to fly to Atlanta and I'm getting picked up by Ron's Appalachian Trail shuttle. Then I'm spending a night in a hotel, and then heading out to the trail on Saturday morning in March. And I learned that if I don't want my poles smashed in the flight, I got this big cardboard tube that I saved. I mean, it's hefty. So my poles happen to fit right in there. So if I decide to stash these, or I can't carry these on the plane because they're weapons apparently. So if I carry a cheap duffel bag from IKEA or something like that and put those in it and try to carry on my bag, I thought this would be a good way of protecting my poles, tent poles. I'm going to put the tent poles on the outside of the bag. Now I got 3 Nala Fume spares that I will use to separately pack my tent and maybe my puffy and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go through that now. Let's get it in there. again, the tent is 3 pounds. Tent cost me, I don't know, $300 or plus $300. Again, I didn't spend $800 for a 2-pound tent. That was just a decision I made. Got my 750 milliliter Tokes pot with a lid. One thing I failed to do is I meant to put this into the these are my toiletries and my electronics. I meant to put those inside of the Nylon fume bag with my sleeping gear because you don't want to get that stuff wet and you don't need it till the end of the day. But for now, I'm just going to throw it in there. One of the other concerns I have is I'm blind as a bat these days. So I was like going to get new sport glasses that were a little lighter than these. And I also have contacts. This is an aluminum case for my glasses when I'm not wearing them. What I learned in Franconia Ridge hike was that, or any other hike, contacts are the kind of where I want to go because progressive glasses, because I kind of have like a bifocal thing going on now, they really screw with your ability to see your feet when you're going downhill. So I'm going to wear contacts on the trail. That's the plan right now. And these will be like for night. So these would go into the Nylon fume bag with my sleeping gear as well, but I'm just going to have to chuck them in there. I got a, I know I heard a lot of complaints about frog tongue, and I bought these cheap rain pants that'll probably last 10 seconds. But that's what I got. I got these, I don't know how these are going to work. These are supposedly merino wool deck shell gloves. I mean, they're light. They kind of, when you put them on, they make you want your hands explode. They're kind of like boing, but you know, we're going to go with them. You know, I don't know. I didn't feel like bringing mittens or heavy shelled gloves. I don't know. They go in there. And then my Patagonia Fleece. My puffy jacket. I'm not really doing this like intelligently. This is my Enlightened Equipment puffy. I have a little orange thing. I have an orange fetish. Everything I can get with a orange color, I kind of throw it in there to kind of give me a little flash on the trail. So oh, and here's the I should have put this inside of the pole bag. This is my tent footprint. I'm really kind of like shit showing this, but the bottom line is I want to get a weigh in. Now, the one thing I haven't given up on is this Kelty backpack cover. I originally abandoned the idea, but it's like 8 ounces maybe. And I'm still not convinced that I'm happy with the idea of having everything inside of a Nylon fume bag. This might add an additional layer of protection on those rainy days, but I could always leave it behind, but it's going in for the weigh-in. So I'm going to leave out the food bag for the base weight. It's a little heavy because I have like, probably, these are all just dinners. There's no breakfasts or lunches in here. This is just like all the Christmas gifts I got that were those expensive mountain dehydrated foods. Mountain adventure meals, Mountain House. I'm not going to put that in there now. We're going to cinch this baby up. Now my brain here, I've taken a lot of your suggestions. I got the knock bladder, toilet paper, spoon. I reduced my first aid kit considerably to just like Band-Aids and aspirin and moleskin. I got my poop scooper, my poop shovel. I really don't see me using the poop. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to use the poop shovel, but the chances of me hitting a hole, it's like going to be a big cow pile out there. So I got a spoon. I got some plastic bags, freezer bags for cooking, my filter, a buff, which everybody talked me into. So that's going to be all in here, easy access. On top, oh, what am I doing? I should have practiced. Oh, here they are. No, that's not it. Oh, I got it backwards. You can see how prepared I am for this. I don't know if you can see so good, but I've really been into Chicago lately. So, no food bag, and here's my 3-ounce coffee cup. Let's throw that in there. Of course, my Lecky poles are not going into the base weight. So, one of the best suggestions I had is I finally, the love of my life found these for me today. They're the Sport Cap blue-topped, nozzled smart waters. And I checked it earlier. They actually go onto the Sawyer filter for flushing. They clip right in, and so I don't have to carry the syringe around. So there's water in them now. I'm going to drink those before I go. I'm going to save one cap in the brain, and the other cap I'm going to keep on the bottle empty for daily drinking. But those don't go into the base weight either. And I mentioned in previous videos, I just have a compass, Swiss Army knife, and this will be my phone, which is presently filming now, and a plastic bag for when it rains. I can put the thing inside of there. Oh, I forgot to put my charger in here. So I want to make sure. So my base weight is no joke. It's everything. My base weight is not like, oh, I'm using my phone. I'm gonna put all the chargers, all the electronics, everything in there. There's no cheating or lying here. So this is gonna be worst case. When I say worst case, I mean like not good. So I'm gonna just throw this on top for now. This would go in my electronics bag that I just jammed in there randomly. But I just want to get an accurate base weight. You know, it doesn't. You know, it's not ultralight. But like I said in previous videos, I mean, I'm saving maybe a pound here. If I decide to leave the liner at home, and if I decide to leave the backpack cover at home, we're talking a pound. Okay. So I'm gonna pause this. And I'm gonna do a before and after weight. And we've had major snowstorms in New England the last week and a half. So like I was planning on using this and doing, and I will do that. I will do a video where I'm like actually wearing it and getting used to it, and you know, I like that sweater. Retro, huh? So, I'm going to do a, oh yeah, I know what you're saying. You should at least be doing 100,000 miles on the trail with this to get used to it. Fuck it. All right, so let me pause this and then we're going to do a weigh-in. So 163.8. That's with my fancy Red Wing Heritage shoes, belt, corduroys, sweater, t-shirt on. 163.8. And I made sure to film it. I made sure to film the weight before I grabbed my phone. Yeah. It's even with the phone, it's kind of like plus or minus an RCH, so it probably didn't register. But okay, let's do a weight with the backpack. Okay, with the backpack and the phone, it's 184. So let me do some math. So every time I step on a scale, it's a little different. I stepped on a scale without the pack, and it was a little different. And I stepped on a scale with the pack, it was a little different. We're at about 20 pounds again, which is where I was like a week ago when I posted the last video. The difference is, my pack is a little less congested. I have less things to deal with. I kind of just chucked everything in there, so it's a little cattywampus right now. But the bottom line is 20 pounds without food and without water. So probably looking at, on a good day, I got heavy food in here. I probably shouldn't weigh that much if I start doing some of those ramen bombs and stuff like that, because those mountain house foods are kind of heavy. And anyway, we're at 20 pounds. And if I straighten out this gear and it all shows up in Atlanta in one piece, we're gonna be looking at 20 pounds, 25 pounds. I'm guessing we're gonna be around. So some of that stuff I might be wearing. I don't know. But like 20 pounds. That's what it is, guys. 20 pounds. I lost 20 pounds in the last couple of years. I was getting up there in weight. But I got some other things going on too. It's like I've been doing I've laid off of running because that's what I used to do. I laid off of running because I don't want to beat the shit out of my hips before I'm hiking. So I've been doing treadmill, uphill, but I burn a lot more calories. I got it on the steepest incline you can go. And I had a big shovel weekend last weekend, and my hip's been bothering me, and I don't have plantar fasciitis anymore. It used to plague me, but stretching has helped that. But I've got these nodules. I don't want to gross you out, but I got a nodule on each of my arches. I think it's scar tissue from having plantar fascia or from running my entire life. They really don't cause me pain unless I start rubbing at them. But because I'm panicking about everything I could possibly panic about. I've been rubbing them with a tennis ball, and they're kind of being irritated lately. So I got I've got I'm an old man. I've got a couple issues that are freaking me out. So here's my biggest concerns right now. 20 pounds is going to be what it is, plus food. I'm sorry, it's probably more than I need to carry, but I didn't spend $900 on the lightest equipment available. But I just want to get to Atlanta and start, I think the sooner I get there and I start hiking, I'll be okay. I've had enough challenges in my life that I think, seeing one tree after another for fucking 6 months, shouldn't freak me out too much. And having bears trample all over my tent, and not having beer on the trail every 5 minutes. Oh, if there's any trail angels that are into Kafkuba, a couple IPAs in the cooler, you can keep the Dr. Peppers. One last thing I wanted to mention was, trail names. So I have a Kafkuba channel, right? Is everybody going to start calling me Kafkuba? Or are they going to come up with something else like old perv douchebag or something like that? I don't know. I'm kind of excited about my trail name. My trail name might end up being Quit After 2 days. All right, thanks for tuning in, and you can make all the suggestions you want at this point. I don't see anything change, and it's gonna be 20 pounds. If I make it to Virginia and I decide to just chuck it all and spend $8,000 to get me to Katahdin, and that's what it is. All right, anyway, I bored you enough. Hey, thanks to all my followers. Thanks for all the suggestions. I I just want to get out there. You know what I'm saying? Enough of this. All right. Ciao.